Okay, we are ready to get this kicked off. We are ready to start. Are you ready? We had 750 registered members, so that's one of the biggest numbers we've had. There's a lot of great teams here today. Teams 20 through 40. Please start lining up over here on this side of the room. 20 through 40 will get you mic'd up, and we're going to have a really great, fast event today so you can get to your families and be with your families. I'd like to start by thanking all of our judges. So if you'll join me in thanking our judges, I'm going to just introduce them. First, we have Anjali Kapal. All our judges are here in the front row. You can wave your hands. Thanks, judges. Thank you. Anjali Kapal's a VP of product at GoDaddy. She's also led teams at PayPal, Intuit, and General Motors. And she studied engineering at the University of Ottawa in Canada. Up next, we have Charlie O'Donnell. Charlie is the founder of Brooklyn Bridge Ventures. He does seed and pre-seed investments, and in fact has even invested in teams right out of the hackathon. Charlie threatened to kayak here today, but didn't. I'm very disappointed. Next, we have Nimi Katragada. Nimi's a principal at Box Group. Box is also invested in teams out of the hackathon. Prior to Box, she was at Google and JP Morgan, and she was named to Forbes 30 Under 30 for VC this year. Congrats to Nimi. Up next, we have Tom Sella. Tom's a VP of product at WeWork. He also co-founded Boxy, which was a social TV software and set-top box, which got acquired by Samsung. And Tom wants you to know that he's grateful to his wife and 3 kids for supporting his decision to judge today. And finally, we have Jonathan Gottfried. John's a co-founder of Major League Hacking, the official student hackathon league. And previous to that, he was a developer evangelist at Twilio and Echo Nest. And he's also been a winner at the hackathon here. He's placed, and he's also won at this event. So we're really thrilled to have a previous winner judging this year with us. So those are our judges. Thanks again, judges. And we're going to get started with team number 1, Revive. Are you ready to go?
Oh, okay. Hi, we're Revive, and we're a team of 3 high school juniors who worked on an app to treat and diagnose ADHD. So first, let's start with the first VR exercise. Here we have an exercise where they need to stay in the same position to maintain preventing restlessness as well as maintaining concentration. Now for the second exercise, we're working on we're working on maintaining concentration by doing a maze. It's not coming up right now, but so it's like a maze. So the next exercise is a maze where you have to perform the simple maze and maintain concentration. And then finally, the last exercise is a way to click the balls that turn blue to maintain reaction times. And all these scores are sent to our API through Firebase. So as you can see in our website, there's also the IBM Watson API to maintain how they're doing over time and their comfort levels. There is a progress where you use the Nexmo API to send updates to the physician, as well as progress over time using chart.js, and as well as resources such as videos and music to help them treat their ADHD. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Revive. Thank you, Revive. Also, I should mention, hackers, you have 60 seconds. You have a clock here. I'll let you know when you have 5 seconds. And so that's a great example of how to present. So the next team is number 2, Slo-mo Row.
Cable's got to be on the other side. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Slo-mo Row is an autonomous personal assistant for the elderly. Connected to the Internet of Things, it can identify where a patient is located and follow after the patient in a good working state. When it does follow after the patient, it then asks the question, when it does, it asks the question as to whether or not the user is happy or not, and if the user is unhappy, it then sends a message to the healthcare provider. All of this is made possible through Nexmo, PubNub, Autonomous, and Affectiva. Unfortunately, we're obviously not seeing it work right now, but let's give that a go. Yep. But anyway, it certainly does work, and you'll see a video of it working on our app site. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. VR is tough to demo. Number 3, Winthow.
Hey there. Well, good morning, hackers. We built a Facebook Messenger chatbot, and it'll help you find things nearby that you'd like to see. We use the MapQuest API, and we'll jump right in. So we say hi, and it asks for our location. We're going to give it our current location here at Pier 36. From here, we're going to be asked, what is it that we're looking for? And these are all MapQuest API categories. In the spirit of Mother's Day, let's pick a restaurant. What's a good restaurant we should go to? Let's check it out. All right. Well, that'll work. It'll take us straight in to the MapQuest view here. We can get directions. We can call ahead if we need to. And there's Yelp reviews and the opening hours and everything. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, MapQuest. And thank you to all the judges. Happy Mother's Day.
OK, thanks, Winthow. Number 4, Lidar Point Cloud Viewer.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Avi, and my partner is Robin. And what we did was we built a system that takes Lidar data, Lidar 3D imagery from autonomous vehicles, passes that imagery through the Clarify API to get a list of tags from what's in that image. You can see here, this is an image of a cherry blossom. And it's important in autonomous vehicles to have an idea of what's in the landscape, and all that data is unstructured. So we're using Clarify to tag the scenes within the imagery. And then we're taking the same image and passing it through AWS recognition to get another set of objects that's in the image. We're mashing up that data set to see where the commonalities are, what are the common objects, and then passing that list to AWS Mechanical Turk to have a human detect which, in fact, of those objects are what's in the image. So it's essentially a 3-layer system of passing imagery, 3D imagery through image recognition and getting the output of tags of what's in the scene. And you can see a demo of what the LiDAR imagery looks like. And that is it. All right. We're good on time.
OK,
Perfect.
thank you.
Thank you.
Number 5, Open Enable.
Hi, do I present from here? Or I come over? Looks like I present from here. So this is supposed to be at least a system that detects blinks, although it seems to be having problems right now. And the EEG, when it's working, will detect blinks, and it can be used to operate a keyboard. I don't know why it's not working right now, but anyway. Seems to be operating too slowly. Let's try. Try to adjust these a little bit. And then a couple of things it can do. It has a predictive keyboard. Finally, we're making some progress. You can see here that it's highlighting, but it selected the backspace because it's having trouble picking up some of the blinks.
So what happens when the blinks are detected?
It moves across. So the third blink goes to the stop, 4th goes to backspace, 5 goes to control. I think I just have EEG electrode connection problems, so I'm not sure. This one actually came out, so that may have something to do with it.
OK, try to wrap it up in 5.
And then the couple of other things, it has a predictive keyboard, so when you and also can control the robot here. So when you select, you can go backwards. You can see the robot moving. You can go forwards. All of these can be selected by the left. You can stop, and then when you select characters, it has a neural network that does character-level prediction for predictively picking which character.
OK, we gotta wrap it up.
So it's a mechanism for disabled people to be able to enter text and to be able to control the telepresence robot.
Thank you.
You can see that it has.
Thank you, Open EEG. Thank you. Up next, we have number 6, Text Translator.
Okay. Woo! Hello, we're Team Text Translator. Now imagine I'm traveling abroad and I'm in the country speaks another language. I don't have a translator installed on my phone, and also data there is expensive. All I have to do now is to text this number, my preferred language. And now when I I get a number back, and when I give this number to my friends, they text me with this, all the messages will be translated to me, to my preferred language, in this case, Japanese to English. I reply, hi, and notice none of them signed up for this service, but our system detects the original language. So the message I send to them will also be translated into their original language. In this case, I have a girlfriend. And, yep. So yeah, when they receive the message, they should be in their original language. And this also supports emoji. We use Nexmo to do message sending, IBM Watson for translation, and PubNub for integration. You don't need internet or App Store access. You can do this with a flip phone. Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you, Text Translator. Number 7, Monax.
I imagine most of us here get unsolicited calls from recruiters and the likes. A friend of mine actually had to get a new number because he kept getting unsolicited calls from recruiters. Pediatricians in my family get bombarded with phone calls all the time, and they can monetize that. They can monetize those interactions, so they basically end up working for free. So what I built is something called Monax, which lets you monetize your incoming calls. So only numbers that are whitelisted can actually go through your phone. And the way numbers get whitelisted is if they actually pay for it. So let me give a quick demo. So this is a public number that a consultant gave me. Literally anyone can call this number, and the call will not go through to a consultant. If I call this number, the call will not go through, and I will get a text message pretty soon saying to actually go and register and sign up at a form that basically takes me here. And then in this form, I actually put my payment methods and all the information that the consultant requires me to. And after that, I can actually make the call. And those calls automatically get charged, so the consultant actually gets paid for her time. And this can be used for doctors, lawyers, consultants, engineers, basically anyone who wants to actually monetize their time and cares about their precious time.
Cool idea. Thank you, Monax. Number 8, Buttons for Good.
Good morning. News headlines are a daily reminder that we're living in tumultuous times, and civic engagement is on the rise. With Buttons for Good, we seek to empower people with another channel to bring about change, their everyday spending. At the touch of a button, you can fulfill your shopping desires while also contributing to the causes that matter to you most. Now, let me show you how it works. So, because with each purchase, we're going to contribute a small amount, a specified amount, and percentage point to the causes, featured causes. Now here, we have Jet, and we're making a purchase of toilet paper. Now, it's a purchase we all make, but now it has a purpose, supporting reproductive rights. So you'll see here that with this purchase, we're going to report back. And in real time, we'll go back to the website, and you'll see that this amount is going to report up. And so now that amount is going to be contributed to Planned Parenthood. The site is live, and we encourage you to come and begin to contribute. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Number 10, Flyover NYC.
9?
Number 9,
Yeah.
Intellidrive.
Okay. Intellidrive adds time-based intelligence on long drives for truck drivers and road trippers. We are on a trip from New York to Las Vegas, and we want to stop for food in 20 minutes. So restaurants in 20. We use IBM Watson Conversation to translate our requests. We calculate these restaurants with Verizon's MapQuest Search Corridor API. Here, it recommends restaurants that are on my route 20 minutes away instead of just around me like Yelp. Now, let's say I'm driving through the desert and I have a quarter tank of gas left. If there isn't a gas station for 65 miles, I would want to know that. So here's my Arduino. It's my connected car for right now. And when the light turns from blue to red, we indicate the fact that there's a low tank. And we'll go ahead and get an alert from Verizon's SMS messaging saying, hey, you need to stop for gas.
Are you going to put that underneath?
Any updates? We can also get travel suggestions from the app. This is an iOS app right now, but it could easily be integrated into your connected car or autonomous car later on, just rearranging your route depending on what comes up on your little screen in your autonomous car. So
Okay,
that's it.
thank you. Intellidrive. Thank you. Number 9. Number 10, Flyover NYC.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Chow with Dart Discover. We built a hyperlocal flyover experience for a tablet-based, location-based browser. So you'll see what I mean. Let me play a flyover experience of the flyer in building. So what we did was integrate and bring Google Earth data over into the Esri Arc GIS and leverage their story mapping framework SDK and geotagged content that we brought in. So you have a flyover tour of places of interest, or POIs, around New York City. So that's Google Earth over Flatiron. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Number 11, Meddy.
Hi, we're Meddy. We're solving a problem that kills more than 100,000 Americans every year. It's the problem of medication adherence. So if you know that you have to take a pill that can kill you if you don't take it, it's really, really important and people forget. Right now you'll get like you have to organize your pills every Sunday. What if you forgot? What if you didn't put all your pills in? So we created a Verizon-enabled smart box. Whenever I open it, I'll get a notification to know that someone took the pill and save someone's life. So we have a really cool app.
If you guys could slide over in numerical order, that'd be perfect.
Remind me to take my medicine every day at 9 p.m. This is Dr. House reminding me to take my medicine. Okay, now it says none, it's time to take your medicine, diabetes medicine. And I just got a phone call.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Yes, I just got a phone call, and I remember to take my medicine. And this is the dashboard that shows if you took your medicine and what days you took it and when you missed a dose, so your doctor can make sure you're taking your medicine.
Thank you, Meddy. Up next, team number 12, Voice Adventure.
All right, how you doing? Voice Adventure, hands-free gaming. So our culture has developed decades of interactive narrative in the form of text adventures, choose your own adventures. A lot of these are masterpieces in interactive narrative, and they are becoming a public domain. So we decided to take these works and update them. Right now, they are becoming lost in history to games with better, fast user interfaces. So we started by integrating the IBM Watson API to give us natural language processing, to allow these text adventures to come to life with natural language input and output. But this didn't give us the visual appeal that most games today have.
You have 10 seconds.
So we brought in Affectiva. I know you guys are familiar with Ready Player One. It's a fictional book about the future. In that book, people use VR, and their avatars display their emotions. So this is not the future. This is today, and this is not fiction. This is real. This is an avatar that tracks my face using no equipment and displays my emotion.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
If I smile, angry, using Affectiva, IBM Watson, we are
That's great.
Voice Adventure.
Thank you, Voice Adventure. Number 13, Cradle.
We're able to simplify almost every aspect of our lives today through an app, and yet somehow giving to charity or starting to get into giving to charity is still surprisingly complicated, and many of us don't give as much as we could. So with Cradle, Philippe, Eric, and myself set out to make it easier for both givers and charities. You sign up for Cradle, you add the causes you care about to your Cradle, which populates your Cradle with charities that correspond to your causes that you selected. You can unselect if you want. And then you decide the level at which you want to give each month. So it's a subscription-based service. And once you've done that, you're able to see a breakdown of the causes that you're giving to, as well as the charities associated with those causes. You can also connect to those charities and see what they're up to on social media. And that's what we're trying to do with Cradle, to simplify charitable giving and make it easy for charities and givers to nurture the causes they care about together.
Thank you, Cradle. Number 14, Tagger News.
I love hackernews.com. However, the site can be a little difficult to navigate with a whole bunch of different topics, with a bunch of articles of different topics all thrown together on one page. To deal with this, we built taggernews.com. We automatically tag articles based on their text, live updated from Hacker News, and we show the topics alongside the articles. You can quickly see the topics associated with each article. You can also click on a topic to see all of the articles of that topic that are currently highly voted on Hacker News. Behind the scenes, we used LDA and random forests to cluster and classify these topics. The next time, tomorrow per se, when you are wasting time on Hacker News, start saving a little bit of time by using taggernews.com.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tagger News. Great presentation. Hey, if you're in teams 25 through 29, get backstage ASAP, please. Up next, we have 16, Backmap.
All right. Backmap is a navigation system targeted towards the blind population to allow indoor and outdoor navigation using the Esri blocks on PubNub. The backpack my friend Rishi has over there has on a Raspberry Pi connected to 2 vibration motors, one in each strap of the backpack. In the outdoor navigation mode, you input a location and the app navigates you to that specific location. On the path, the right strap will vibrate if you need to turn right, and the left will if you need to turn left. This helps not just blind people navigate, but people in general cities, people walking and people biking, because in the past year there have been 17,000 pedestrian-related injuries in New York alone. And what this allows is people to navigate without using pulling out their phone while crossing the street or while using headphones. Also, the indoor navigation system uses the same backpack that you see on him, but for indoor navigation using Bluetooth beacons. So we can, for an event like TechCrunch, we place those phones, like those phones represent beacons on the floor over there. And each of those phones could be a table, a sponsor table. So if that visually impaired person walks into the hackathon and they want to go to a specific table, they would use the phone that he has in his hand, and he would press the button to know which one to turn towards, and it would target him, navigate him towards that specific location.
Okay, thank you. Awesome hack. Next, we have 17. Talk for me.
Hey, everybody. So let's get started with the demo right away. You can text the number at the top as I give the pitch. So one of the unfortunate things about online dating is that you have a lot of messages sent back and forth. Some are kind of genuine. Other ones are just frankly bad or border on harassment. Text for me is a conversational starter, so you can give people who are genuinely interested in you information about yourself, as well as deterrent for people who are just trying to harass you and trying to be creepy. So Text for me is a Watson chatbot built off of information about yourself. It uses personality insights to rate the level of conversation, and it uses Next Mode to integrate with text messages to talk with people you meet at bars, as well as uses PubNub to integrate different data services such as text messages and OkCupid. So Text for me is great because you can sort the conversations from good to bad, start with the good people, stay away from the creeps, as well as many different things. So Text for me automates away the unimportant messages in your life, so you can start with the important ones with the right people.
Awesome. Thank you. That was 17, Talk for me. Number 18, Phone Phobia.
Here. Here. Should I start?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So the fear of making and receiving calls is common enough to have its own name, phone phobia. But with Next Mode text-to-speech and IBM Watson's speech-to-text APIs, it's not an issue anymore. When someone calls you, instead of picking up a call, you receive a text through speech-to-text. When you reply, instead of talking on the phone, you just reply with the text and let the text-to-speech talk for you. So here is a demo of my mom calls me. I only have one phone, so it's going to be making.
Someone with phone phobia. Please allow some delay for text-to-speech response.
Hey, it's Mom. Do you know what today is? So after a while, you get a text.
I get 26 on A.
So you get a text instead, and you can reply, Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
Okay, you have 5 seconds.
Bye.
Happy Mother's Day, I love you, bye.
So when you say bye, you end the call.
That's
So
great.
There
Thank
are
you.
more use cases. If you're in a meeting, you can't talk, you can still answer the call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome hack. Phone phobia. Number 19, Dino.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. So basically, we realized that group ordering is becoming a complicated process for everybody, and hence we developed Dino. Basically, it's a Telegram bot that allows you to actually collate orders and actually made it very simple for you to order through your favorite restaurant. So in this case, you can simply choose any menu that you want, and subsequently a user, any user in the group chat can subsequently decide what item to add in the menu. And once that happens, basically what you're able to see is that, for example, in this case, you add a shroom burger. And subsequently, the user, it subsequently breaks down the order on a user level. And subsequently, the person that makes the overall purchase actually gets to see the collated orders and a total bill. And subsequently, once the order has been confirmed, he or she will be able to click order, and then we'll be able to actually create a voice message using IBM Watson's API, and then subsequently a phone call
I would
is
like
made.
to place a delivery order.
Can I have 2 Cokes, 3
So
fries?
the restaurant one actually gets
3
the call
cheese fries,
over here, as
3
what my
shroom burgers.
fellow teammate mentioned,
Thank you.
and yeah, basically that's what Dino is all about.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you, Dino. Number 20, blah, blah, ah.
So as the children of immigrants, my group members and I are all too familiar with the reality that is having an older family member who struggles communicating with English speakers. So today we'd like to introduce you to blah, blah, ah, the very serious solution with a funny name. This application allows users to speak in their native language, translates that to a target language, and then outputs audio in that language. We utilize the IBM Watson API speech-to-text, as well as the text-to-speech and their translate feature, and we used PubNub in order to communicate between the client and IBM Watson's API. And now a little demonstration here from my partner.
Okay, you got 10 seconds.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Audio's not really working too well. It played, but
just describe what's supposed to happen.
So he's saying obrigado, which is Portuguese for thank you, and it's returning thank you in English.
RS.
All right.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 21, study social.
Hello, everyone. I'm from Study Social. We are an iOS application focused on productivity. And what we have here is Facebook integration. We have a Pomodoro timer and a to-do list all in one app. So as we can see here, we already have one of the cycles running. So we're on break right now. Wait, no, we're not on break. Oh, yeah, we are on break. And right now we're doing homework. So right now, let's say we're on the other side. We are friends, and we can see that Elizabeth is doing homework. Her longest cycle right now is 4. And from here, you can check out your tasks. So if you go back to Elizabeth's screen, you can see she has the to-do list set up. She has a calc timer, and she's going to add a new list, a new item. And so you could go back, and you still see she's on break still. So the other person, you could also add more tasks, so you could access that from the side menu. So can you go over there, please? Go on mine. All right, now she's taking a break. So as you can see, the status updates in real time. And Study Social, we hope to motivate people as a society to get better at studying. And yeah, that's the app. Thank you.
Okay, great hack. Thank you. Number 22, Val.ai.
Hi. Hi. We're Valet. We are real-time bidding on parking spots occupied by autonomous vehicles. You can see in the map, based on my location, I have a vehicle available to me that I can bid on. So when I get internet, let's try and reset. So when it turns green, that means my bid was successful. When it turns red, that's my competition. And then if I win the bid, it turns on navigation and takes me to the parking spot. When I get to the parking spot, I pull up next to the autonomous vehicle. I roll down my window, and it takes a photo of me. And using Clarify's API, the vehicle can recognize the person that is supposed to be taking the vehicle. And then the vehicle drives off to find another parking spot to occupy. The reason we built it is because it takes about an hour to find parking in Queens or Brooklyn. We use MapQuest for all the geolocation, and all the real-time bidding is aggregated and managed through Verizon ThinkSpace. Thank you.
Cool hack. Thank you. Number 23, My Emergency.
Hey, TechCrunch. We're here to show you why our app can take an average Joe and turn him into a local hero. College students have a lot of medical emergencies, such as alcohol abuse. In fact, 1 out of every 10,000 students die each year due to alcohol. That's why we took PubNub's API integration to be able to help people realize what to do in certain situations. So let's say you have a student who ran into someone with alcohol poisoning. He could just take out his phone, upload the app, and as soon as you know it, we're using Watson's IBM text-to-speech and their text-to-speech and other things to be able to basically show show the steps of how to continue. We also use Nexmo to send that specialized info over to EMS so they know exactly what to do on site. And we also use MapQuick to be able to get geolocalization so they know exactly where the issue is.
OK, great. Thanks. Thank you.
Sorry.
Number 24, Cooler Matt.
Hello. Test. Hello. Summer is on the corner, and then you're going to throw a bunch of barbecue parties, and you're going to flip burgers in front of the grill, and there's going to be a cooler box over there. Nobody's going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. I have a solution for it. This is something called Cooler Mat. So how it works, I actually explain on the slide. You place any cooler top of it, and then as soon as you got one of the drinks on it, and then if you have low drinks, if you're low drinks, it warns you with SMS, and then it asks you whether or not you want to order it. If you reply like order, it actually calls the liquor store. My friend, she's going to demonstrate it. Still sending, sorry. I don't have reception here, I guess. Still sending. Well, it's supposed to, send the message. I use, it's still sending. I'm sorry, my phone doesn't have a reception here. So basically what it does, it calls the liquor store, doing text-to-speech, orders drink for you, and then get delivered. And then I use Nexmo and Verizon ThinkSpace and MapQuest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 26, PubNub Watson Chat.
Hello. So this is PubNub Watson Chat. It's made with PubNub, also Watson. I have 2 screens up right now. One is English client, one's a Spanish client. You can see if I type in something that's in English on the English client, gets instantly translated to Spanish on the Spanish client. And also there is a chat bot in there that also does the replies in both languages here. And I can go back and forth between the 2 clients, and also anybody else that has access can also join. So I can just type away and That's it.
OK, great. Teams 40 through 60, if you can line up on the right side over, or left side over here, we will be getting you mic'd up. Next, we have number 28, Robo Waiter.
Oh. Wait. Imagine a world where you walk into a restaurant and you never have to pay tip ever again. Well, if your waiter is a robot, you don't have to. So check out this customer trying to make an order in a restaurant. She's first going to select her seat number so the robot can know where to find her.
I would like to place an order. I want a bagel. I want a bagel. Okay, I'm gonna.
So restaurants can cut 30% of its operating costs when they cut back on their service staff. And these robot waiters will never annoy you for tip, never display bad customer service, and they will never make you wait to get their attention. So all of a sudden, it's as if each client in the restaurant has their own personal waiter, because all they have to do is put their phone to their lips and speak into it.
OK, can you wrap this up in 5 seconds?
Yeah, so let's make America great again by bringing back jobs to robot waiters. Thank you, we're Robo Waiter.
OK, thanks. Number 30, Broccoli.
Hello, everyone. My app is all about choosing between Doritos and Apple. So it's a health-based, location-based healthy food recommendation service. And on successful login, you get all the restaurants around you, but it doesn't stop there. On click of any particular restaurants, you get the healthy food options along with the calorie information. So you can count your calories, and this also has a social feature. So suppose if you find something interesting in a restaurant, you can add food name and calorie and share it with the world. And one more feature with this app is that on the basis of your profile, you can select the amount of calories you can take every day and save it. And based on that, it will give you all the recommendations. And so that's it. Thank you so much.
OK, thank you. 31, Cal and Cali.
Hey guys, so Cal and Cali helps you manage your work calendar for a better work-life balance. When I get into Cal and Cali, it scans my calendar, understands it, and basically interacts with me and provides insights on my schedule. Comparing to any calendar, Cal offers by far the easiest way for me to set up a meeting with any colleague. You simply select a name, choose it, Cal finds the best time for you to meet, you schedule it, and it's done. Cali is more aggressive. If I ask her to make time for yoga, for example, in the evening, Thursday, 6 p.m., she will clear my schedule from any appointments and handle all the back and forth of rescheduling that. So it's basically work balance in your pocket. Thank you.
OK, thank you. Number 32, City Connect.
Hi, we are City Connect. The problem we took on was communicating the effect of climate change and specifically flooding on urban environments in an intuitive 3D experience. You can see our model play. And as you dive in, you'll be able to see a residential unit with flood levels displayed. And the addresses, so you can go to any address and see those flood levels on your address. We'll now move to Harvard Square, and you can see the effects on sort of a larger area where more of a community impact would be. Next, we'll move over to a transit center, and you can see the impacts it would have on, say, a subway stop. This is also a location where we were able to compare our data against the City of Cambridge data and see that we were able to line things up pretty closely. As you move over here, you can see an example of a city,
Okay, you have 5
city
seconds.
street where there was no urban planning on one side and there was urban planning on the other. So we modeled Cambridge, but this could be applied to any city and turned into an immersive VR experience.
So up next, we have number 33, Bike Parking Club.
Hi everyone. We're using bikes a lot today because they mean a certain kind of freedom to us. The problem is a weight a lot to protect this freedom. From 2 to 10 pounds, to be precise. I'm talking about parking lot, of course. During this hackathon, we prototyped a solution, introducing Bike Parking Club, the first ever social parking network. It consists in 2 parking spots where the left one is yours, the right one stays vacant to host the bike of any other club member. Choose wherever you are, you always have a parking place claimed for you, either by owner or club member. It's just a site that differs. How does that thing work? We use S3 to create a map. Verizon is responsible for the server, road, and building and the log management. However, if you're out of the internet, you can still manage it through the SMS. Finally, PubNub allows you to integrate Arduino, maps, roads, and log requests into one system in a simple way. So join the Bike Parking Club. A smart city needs a biking committee. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. 34, Wedge.
Hi, everyone. This is WeDJ, where the crowd is in control. Using a mobile and web-based platform, it gives users the ability to influence and select songs to an ongoing live playlist. It can be used at bars, nightclubs, office spaces, or anywhere people gather to listen to music. It offers a truly interactive crowdsourced DJ experience. Once you're logged into the mobile app, a user can see available WeDJ parties via Google Maps, review the details, and opt in to become a DJ at the location. Now that we're in the party, the current song playing is displayed at the top, and the suggested playlist is at the bottom. From here, a user can upvote or downvote a song, influence its priority in the queue, and the best part, add a new one. With a very easy-to-use search interface, you can quickly find the song you want to hear. I'm going to go with Hey Mama by Kanye West. Shout out to all the moms out there. The song is instantly added to the playlist in a neutral position, ready for voting. A simple thumbs up, and it'll get closer to the top. The app is now available in the Google Play Store. Go check it out. WeDJ.
Awesome. Up next, we have Casablanca, 35.
Hi, my name is Angel, and this weekend I built a Twitter bot to enable us to kind of see what's going on in the White House. They stopped all the logs, this current administration, right? And I'm all about openness, so I basically curated data across the web, and it's pretty easy to figure out who's visiting the White House through the media websites and stuff. So basically what I've done was curate that data, and really simply, you just go ahead and I'll show you hashtag WH logs. Give me some. And he should respond, hopefully. Here you go. I believe, well, it crashed. Demo gods. Yeah, it crashed. Let's see if I can do it again. Hold on real quick. WH figures typo. Here we go, here we go. All right, sorry.
All right.
It'll be out there on GitHub. Thank you.
Thanks, Casablanca. We're going to 37 next. 37, Yala U.
Hello guys, good afternoon. We are Yala U, a dating app with a twist. So on our app, you have to earn a date rather than just relying on random odds to get a date like Tinder or OkCupid. So pretty much, there are two components of earning a date. You have to have a healthier lifestyle, and you can have it in two ways. Either you exercise or you eat healthy meals. So we have integrated a step counter that will track your steps every day, and the more you walk, you can level up. And as you level up, you can interact with profiles who are at the same level. So it's pretty cool. And you can send the messages. We have integrated the Nexmo API. And for healthier meals, we are using the Clarify API. So essentially, you can send an email of, you can upload a picture of an image, and it will tell you whether it's healthy or not. So for example, this is the pizza that we ate. It says it's junk food, whereas if I upload the picture of salad, let's say, and yep, it should say it is healthy. Yeah. So pretty much we want users to have healthy lifestyles and meet like-minded people, and of course date them. And overall, it's hopefully you'll join us in the next revolution of dating. Thank you.
Thank you. 38, code correct.
Hi. There are no perfect programmers in the world, and we all eventually run into errors that are really simple to fix. So one example, this website, which there's this uncaught type error. But what if, instead of just copying it, Googling it, and going to Stack Overflow, why couldn't that be done for us? So this is what code correct will do. If I include this script and then refresh the file, it says the problem was this uncaught exception. I press OK. We see code correct found the solution for us. And not only that, it implemented it when the script file was before the header initially, but then it went after, because that's what the solution says. So when I refresh the file, now you see the header. And another example I was using was React Native, which you can see on the screen. The error is image undefined. So if I include code correct and refresh, you'll see. So it says the problem was this reference error, image not found, or image is not defined. And let's see if I refresh. Yep, there it is. I found the solution. It's because, this React Native debugger, the solution was somewhere. I can't see it right now. But it fixes programs for you. It'll save developers a lot of time.
Cool. Thank you, code correct. Number 39, Baby Angel.
Hi, we're Team iAutomata, and this weekend we built a platform that enables people to easily and seamlessly book babysitters online. Basically, it's as easy as entering your trusted babysitter's contact information into our system and then having Alexa do all the work. So with that, we're going to give a live demo.
So we're going to show how you can enter your the babysitter's information using a web form. So the information is pre-populated with my number. All we need to do is just submit. And now that the form has been submitted, I'm going to ask Alexa to contact the babysitter. Echo, ask Baby Angel, I need a babysitter for Monday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Okay, I have sent requests for babysitters for May 15th, 2017 from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
So now if you look at my phone, I should have received a text message. There it is. And in this text message, it has George is requesting babysitting, blah, 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 for the time slot. And it also has a short URL.
OK, 5 seconds.
OK. Now, when I go to the short URL, I can basically update, confirm. So here I'm confirming. Confirmation successful. Now I'm going to say, echo, ask Baby Angel, has anyone confirmed?
OK, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was Baby Angel, number 39. We're going to go back to number 36, Wheelable.
Hi, we are Wheelable. More than 50 million Americans suffer from a physical disability. And thanks to PubNub, Esri, and Nexo, we've been able to create a collaborative platform that allows for people with disabilities to alleviate the issue, the discomfort with going to a new location. Our application allows you to search any location and determine if it's handicap accessible. As you can see, we've searched for Pier 36, and this location is accessible through a ramp and a small set of stairs. Our data is based on crowdsourcing, and it allows people to collaborate and generate new points to our platform. We've not only done it for the web, but we've also implemented Nexmo, for messaging, so you can simply text us an address and it'll tell you if it's accessible or not. Thank you very much, TechCrunch, PubNub, Esri, and Nexmo.
OK, thank you, Wheelable. So number 40, Intruder.ai.
Hey guys, you've got a nice home and a fancy alarm system, but it's always set off by your dog or your kid who gets up in the middle of the night. There's no way to get smart notifications when certain events happen. So introducing Intruder.ai, intelligent security that lets you specify which events to get notified about. So Aaron has a son and a dog. He sets Intruder.ai to ignore his son getting a midnight snack, and if the dog is in the kitchen, send a minor alert. But if any other adult enters the house, notify immediately. He sets the service up and goes to sleep. So first, his son is identified in the video but is ignored. Next, his dog is detected getting into the garbage. He'll get a text message and a yellow alert from the internet-connected LED on his nightstand. And finally, if an adult man is in the house, Aaron will get a text and an LED turning code red. Visual recognition powered by Clarify, text messages delivered by Nexmo, and built with Verizon ThinkSpace. Don't get burgled, get Intruder.ai. Thank you.
Number 41, Confident.
Hi guys. So we developed Confident, a personal tracking service with emergency notification. Now let's say I'm going to climb a mountain and I know I'm going to be back tomorrow morning. So I'm going to use my service. I'm going to put the date tomorrow and my mom's number. I'm going to start tracking. And our API hosted on PubNub will receive the location of where I'm tracking. Now when tomorrow comes, our API will see, look, this guy stopped reporting 10 hours ago. And we can safely say that this guy is in trouble. So we're going to use Nexmo to send an SMS to the emergency contact, and we're going to use ArcGIS to determine where could be the last location where he is. So this will really reduce the time spent by emergency services to try to locate where I am and reduce the time, so the money to find where I am. This is Confident, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. 42, F-Whisper.
Hi guys, you know the game Telephone? Everybody knows it? So Whisper is like telephone, but instead of transmitting messages, you're transmitting your face. So what's so cool about it? It's cool, it's fun, and best of all, it works. Let's give it a shot. Everett and Mike here are going to give us a demo. So here's a Giphy. They have to take that Giphy and respond to it with their face. So Everett's doing his best face. OK. And then what happens is, the next person gets their prompt, and it's based on the word that's generated. Well, this GIF is based on the previous face that was made by Everett. So did you guys go already? OK, sorry. So actually, it's my turn. Game over. These are the results. And you can see how fun it is for yourself. It's not deployed, so you actually can't, but we will deploy it. Whisper, guys.
Whisper.
Please clap.
Thank you. Number 43, Elderly Alexa.
Hi. Elderly Alexa is my Mother's Day present to my mother to help with my grandparents who suffer from dementia. My grandparents would use Alexa to interface to ask about their medication schedule, while my mother would be able to use the companion iOS app to set the medication schedule, as well as any family member who also has the app and is part of the group. They can also be used once the elderly people are interfacing with Alexa. Their response triggers an AWS Lambda event to send an email. Now, if my parents don't get an email, they know something is wrong and can chat with other members of my family to see what's up. And here's a demo. Alexa, medicine.
Welcome to your medicine reminders. Tell me your name.
Irene.
You have to take Dureal 2 number of times at 8. Did you already take this?
Yes.
I will let your loved one know that.
Well, if I didn't receive the email yet, then I would go here to chat. Oops. I would go here to the chat room, and I would go message.
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
And then chat here. Where's Grandpa? IDK. Return. And I say, wow. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Elderly Alexa. Teams 60 through 80, please come up to the left-hand side of the room over here, and we'll get you wired up. We are halfway through our presentations. You guys are doing a great job today. So, number 44, Robota.
Hi, guys.
Oh, turn it on. Okay, try.
Hi, guys.
Wait, is this...
Handheld 14, please.
Hi. Yep. Hi, guys. Me, Robota, our robot teaching assistant. All right, so we targeted this community because due to personal experience working with special needs kids, it showed me that special needs kids actually interact better with robots because they know that the robots won't judge or be disappointed in them.
So the way we went about trying to accomplish this is that we set this robot up to roam around the classroom using a Clarify model that we custom made until it finds a student that it determines to be frustrated or having a negative feeling. And hopefully you can run... So basically the way it's supposed to work is that it runs the Clarify API until it finds a person that's frustrated, and then it uses IBM Watson and speech to text to determine what the person is saying, and then runs a sentiment analysis on it, and then after it determines like why the student is having this like facial expression, it texts the necessary teacher or parent in the situation about the prompt.
Yeah.
Yes. The file, give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Give me 5 seconds. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So now we're running the API, and hopefully it should be running. So now, as you can see, it's roaming. It's going to find our student who's upset. It's running the Clarify API right now, and now in a couple seconds...
Why are you upset?
It prompts the student why they're upset.
I don't understand the problem.
The student explains their dilemma, and right now it's running the Nexmo API to text our phone, which is over there. So that's basically it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you. Robota. 45, group buy.
To discount the first price from merchants.
You
guys are up, 45.
We are. What's up, Disrupt, and how's everything going? So we are Group Buy. So we built a single AI chatbot which can work with multiple channels. For example, like Slack, Facebook Messenger, and Facebook Messenger, and you name it, okay? So it provides kind of like a discount at loss price from merchants and subject to minimum number of people on discount. So let's see how it works. So I'm going to go to Facebook Messenger, and we built a bot called Group by Bots. So when we got at first time, and we will see a welcome message, then let's click on the Get Start. So now we can actually see top 10 products and categories, and let's go for top 10 products. So it's a little bit slow. So we can see like what kind of products are available through our channel and with like lowest price. So now go back to categories.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Now then we can actually have a bunch of categories here, and we can go home and select and some products. Let's add some products. As you can see, there are a lot of products. Then we can actually say back to categories or shop cart. Let's shop cart it. Then we can actually say that like received, and okay, I would like to buy this one. Boom, I bought it, this one. Yeah. Here you go, thanks so much.
Thank you. 46, Swerve.
Hi, guys. Every year, about 5 million people are impacted by car collisions in the U.S., and insurance companies spend about $10 billion on processing claims and $7 billion on fraudulent claims. The current way is very manual and not data-driven for understanding car accidents, from phone interviews to he said, she said interviews to looking at endless car footage. But with Swerve, we provide insurance agents an easy way to see the when, wheres, and hows of car collision with our computer vision mapping and data visualization tool.
We use the MapQuest API to highlight collisions on a specific location. This data can be used to identify spots that are very prone to collisions to improve public safety. Clicking on a collision, we built a collision detection system on top of Verizon's ThinkSpace API. This reveals information like the time of the collision, the speed of the collision, and time series data of the velocities of the vehicles just before the crash to make filing a claim much easier and processing it a lot easier for the insurance companies as well. And that's Team Swerve.
Sure, thanks.
Thank you. Number 47, Orai.
Hello. Public speaking is the top fear in the world. We are here to change that. As a college student, I couldn't just afford to hire a speech coach, pay them hundreds of dollars per hour just to overcome this fear of public speaking. So I went about to the one place on the internet where expert speech coaches give free advice, on Quora. I asked tons of questions and I read hundreds of answers, and over time, I became a better speaker. But this was a tedious process. What if we had an artificial intelligence directed towards speech coaching? We call it Orai, your personal speech coach. Over the last 24 hours, we wrote an algorithm to extract the top questions and answers from Quora in a very clear manner and put it in an Alexa skill. So now you can ask Orai like a conversational bot. Hey Orai. Hey Alexa, ask Orai how fast I should speak. A very famous question on Quora. What's the average words per minute?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Hey Alexa, ask Orai how fast I should speak.
Based on reputed speech blogs, you should keep your pace between 120 to 160 words per minute. This gives the ideal balance between delivery quality and comprehension.
And another real good question we saw just yesterday was, hey Alexa, ask Orai what I should say to my mom today.
Call her and tell her you love her. Also tell her an anecdote where she made a huge impact on your life.
And these are experts out there giving free advice.
Okay,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Orai. 48, word of mouth.
All right, so my dad is a small business owner, and for the past 30 years, he's been basically growing his business through word of mouth. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if like other small businesses could basically use the Ethereum blockchain to use customers as ways to advertise and market their services or their product. So for example, say someone wants to grab a bite to eat. They click on Eat, and they can look for any partners with word of mouth, and they see this icon over here. So they click on the icon, and this is a local small business, Joe's Sandwich Shop. And I noticed that there's a bunch of reviews, and my friend Josh, he placed a review at this location. So I click on his name, and at Joe's Sandwich Shop, I can pay using this QR code, which is tied to my Ethereum wallet. And Josh gets a small little referral fee based on the money that the company put into the smart contract. And if anyone uses my referral fee when I post a review, I can then see how much I made, how much referral fee I made off of them. And that's word of mouth.
That's a nice idea. Thanks.
Thank you.
Number 49, Geopai.
Hi, we're Geopai, LinkedIn for women and minorities. What we have here, we utilize the Esri API with Dojo and JavaScript API, as well as Nexmo. Basically, we want to solve the lack of women and minorities in technology by providing updates of the jobs that is within their area. We are a real-time, location-based application. So what they do is they enter their information within the form. They also provide their jobs that they would like to be, that they are interested in. So, and they also would apply their companies within the API. Then it goes around and then it sends a text message to wherever they are located at their phone, at their leisure. So, as we are demonstrating here, it is going to go around. We basically implemented, there we go, text message number 1. Google is currently hiring for a web developer. And there goes number 2. There goes number 3. Esri is now hiring for a software engineer. So pretty much that's how we are looking to solve the problem of minorities and women in technology, by providing that technology to basically go to their phones. Sorry. That's it. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, number 50, Instagrammy.
Hello. Recent studies have shown that there is a direct correlation between the rate of hospitalization and a sedentary lifestyle. Introducing Instagrammy. Instagrammy is a constant digital companion for elderly and those with limited mobility. The iPad uses the autonomous bot along with intelligent facial recognition in order to navigate spaces and find Grammy without any human intervention. Now, once the bot has navigated the space and approached Grammy, we capture photos of them in order to send it to the Clarify API to understand their emotional state. In this case, our Grammy is sad. Our server prompts the doctors and family to take action depending via sentiment analysis. So, looks like Grammy could use a call from her son based on the message she received with Verizon's ThinkSmart. So let's try calling Grammy. Hey, Grammy. John is notified, which is me, to call Grammy, and he calls her using our integrated Twilio video chat. We hope to cost-effectively and efficiently integrate our smart technologies in the future of all elderly and those in mobile. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thanks, Instagrammy. Number 51, delivery on MapQuest.
I have a dream. After I win the hackathon, I want to take my mom to the best restaurant to celebrate their Mother's Day. On Delivery.com, all restaurants are displayed in a list like this. No, I'm a visual person. I want to see restaurants on a map. So I create an application called Delivery on MapQuest to allow people enter their address information, then click search to display restaurant on a map. So all restaurant is on the map, and on the right-hand side, you can click on this to show the direction to the restaurant. Also, you can click on this to go to detail of the restaurant. Also, you can click on the virtual tour button to look into the restaurant. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 52, Z-Health.
Hello, we are Zeus. For real-time communication, the problem is lack of organization. For healthcare professional, without cross-referencing, it is very hard to find related medical records. We are using metadata to structure and organize real-time healthcare data. We want to reduce search time and provide more relevant results. With cross-referencing, we can make finding related health records much easier. We're using PubNub DSN API. Here's our interface. It's a messaging app, and we have a color-coded buttons. These are the default attribute buttons. You can also add customized attributes. And here we have different channels. You can choose whichever channel. So we do have cross-channel communication. We save everything in one place. And here is your customer attributes. You can use them and these color-coded defaults to decide what communications you want to see. And in this view, you can have a preview of whatever files, so you can see what's in them before you even open them.
Okay,
Thank
5
you.
seconds. Thank you. Number 53, get the coin.
Hi everyone, we are Tokyo Ninja. Running is boring, don't you think? Just imagine when you are running, jumping, and get some coins, like that plumber guy. Sounds fine, right? Now, let's watch what it looks like. Making running course with S3 JavaScript API. Only few taps. Very easy, isn't it? It's fun if I can't catch any coins. Come on and run together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 54, voter guide.
Hi. The problem we're trying to solve is that during off-season elections, people often forget to vote. We've all been angry or motivated at one point or another to do something, but time passes and we just forget. Voter Guide tries to solve this by being a convenient place to create and track issues that you care about. Here on the homepage, you will see issues created by the community. Going into one of them, you can get more details about it and why it's important. You will see all the representatives that you should support or be against, and you can make a pledge. When an election is near, we will send you a text message to remind you. Clicking the link will bring you to a scorecard, which is based on the issues you've pledged with throughout the year. It's a chatbot, so you can ask questions like, where do I vote? This way you remember to vote, and you know who you should vote for. And obviously, you can create an issue as well. We use PubNub, Nexmo, and Watson Conversations. Thanks.
Awesome hack. Thanks, voter guide. 55, Trump the Pigs.
Hi, we are Trump the Pigs, and we've developed an app that empowers voters to make informed decisions based on how their legislators are actually voting. A user initiates this by texting their zip code to a Nexmo-powered SMS text messaging service that uses Esri geolocation in a PubNub block to identify the actual location where that person lives, identifies their representatives and their senators, texts them back, and as votes happen in real time, they will receive Nexmo SMS messages with the results of that vote, whether or not they agree. They would say yay or nay. And now this is logged in our web portal. They can go through our web portal, see issues that senators and Congress members vote on. They can enter their votes and now go to a report card that is calculated for every senator and congressperson and actually scores them based on how they actually vote compared to that person. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks. 56, Spectrum.
Hi guys, my name is Pasha, and with my teammate Susie, we built a new way to gather authentic feedback from customers through video. Now, communication is changing fundamentally. Hundreds of millions of people are communicating with short video selfies every single day. It's a more natural, authentic, and easy way to communicate. Do you remember the last time you wanted to leave feedback on a website? You stared at an empty text box and probably didn't know what to write and abandoned it. That's a really hard experience. So let me show you how we do it. What we do is we replace every feedback box with a video experience that allows us to capture authentic customer insight. This is probably the most valuable medium for a business to understand their customer. What we also do is we help product teams compile this feedback and sort it by people's emotions so they can easily find what they need. We are Spectrum, the awesome feedback company. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice hack. 57, Pola.
Hi.
we are Team Pola. Michelle, this is Karam. Sorry. This is Karam, and then we made Pola.
Actually, we can't hear. Can we reset the time and get a mic?
Sure. Hi. Okay. Hi, we are Team Pola, and happy Mother's Day. And do you know that there's 6 million of bipolar disorder patients in US alone? And my mother is one of them. So we decided to make Pola, a bipolar disorder polar bear, to help them better take care of themselves. So you can come here and you can log in, and each person will get their own Pola avatar. And the idea is that if they can take care of a bipolar pet, they can better help themselves. So the idea is that, so after you sign up for your Pola, you wake him up, and then the Pola is going to ask you how are you feeling today, and then we're going to ask them to take a photo using Activa. The reason why we're asking them how they're feeling and take a photo is because sometimes they don't recognize what they're feeling. So here, they're actually feeling very angry, even though they say they're feeling good. And so we also have another way to detect emotions, which is using Activa and then PubNub, and then it will detect the emotions real time.
Okay, 5 seconds.
And generate a graph, if the graph would render. But I promise there's a graph underneath. Thank you.
Thank you, Pola. Number 59, self-charging drone.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Did you know that 2 billion people in the world live without access to electricity or infrastructure? At Soleil Design, we're working to get connectivity to the rural, poorest areas of the world. We've developed a self-charging drone using solar, kinetic energy, and vibration turbine in order to keep the battery running in extended periods of time, including a Wi-Fi hub. We've already started to change the way people harness energy for personal use with our first invention called the Solar Puff, the world's first flat pack and self-inflating light. Now we want a self-charging drone that can bring Wi-Fi connectivity to the rural areas of the world to give power to the people. Thank you. Oh, Joe. Sorry.
Okay. With the drone, what we want to do is expose more control functionality with the drone. So what I have
so you have 10 seconds to demo.
So what I have here is a Raspberry Pi connected to a drone via localhost. Right now, the Raspberry Pi is connected via Wi-Fi to the drone, and it's connected via Ethernet to my computer. It's proxying the data. So what's happening right now is that I exposed an arbitrary server on my Raspberry Pi, which then proxies over to the drone, where I can get arbitrary data out of it. And so what the idea was that we were trying to expose control interface out of it. Cool. Okay. Cool.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Number 60, financial services, currency exchange.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sumesh, and at every point of the life, we have faced currency exchange. Like even we are going abroad, or we are going somewhere, or like we are sending money to our family abroad. So what we have seen is like we pay hefty fees for the transaction. Like we pay $30 to $40 fee every time when we see. So what we did, we created a framework which would be able to analyze all the markets and get a route from where you would be able to get the better rates. And in order to do that, we are not taking any money from the client's pocket. We are returning them all of the things. And we are just using the currency arbitrage principle in order to generate the profit for the company. So once this program ends, you will see somewhere like this thing. So we have compared our rates with Xe.com, Onada, and Remitly. And if you see, we are in rupees, we are getting 756, which is $10 to $15 more. And due to currency arbitrage, we are getting profit of $47.72. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you. OK. 61, Proto-Well.
All right, thank you, guys. So we're familiar with website builder platforms like Squarespace and Wix. We wanted to take that same approach and apply it to mobile apps. So Proto-Well is fast, easy to use, and a versatile visual builder for mobile app prototypes. So let's get started. Here, we're setting up the app name. Let's just do TechCrunch. We'll do a hamburger navigation style. Here, we can set up our first screen. And so you can see, basically with this, we emphasize prototyping because this is done by allowing users to fill in content and layouts that we've already selected. So as you can see right here, you can even just fill in your own API ID and endpoints, and all that content automatically gets pulled into your prototype. So at the end, your prototype already has a menu that pulls from the API that you've already put in. But the best part about this is that these prototypes are hot reloaded live from the server. So every time you run the app directly from your phone, you don't have to recompile or re-download the app. It's all hot reloaded from the server live. Secondly, unlike InVision and Marvel, other prototyping apps, which depend on PNGs and graphics, once you're done with this session, you can actually export a code base so that when you work with developers to further on flesh out this idea, you have a boilerplate that jumpstarts your progress and really streamlines the prototyping process. Thank you. It's Proto-Well.
OK, thanks. Proto-Well. Number 62, Alf